Hi, I'm Brian Wisher. Welcome to MoviePod. So, there's a new Jackass movie coming out later this week, but by the time this episode comes out, came out this past weekend. Neither of us have seen it yet, but it's going to be the last one, allegedly. I actually probably believe them this time. It's going to be half compilation, half new stuff. I'm not sure what the proper balance is, but in commemoration of that, we're going to be talking about Jackass the movie. But overall, it's going to be doing an overall Jackass series discussion, because Jackass the movie and all these Jackass things are just segmented stunts and such. But there's a lot to talk about, because this is a movie that when it came out got very, very mixed reviews. People who like the show liked it a lot, but a lot of critics thought it was just very gross out humor. But over time, especially with Jackass Forever coming out and that getting rave reviews from critics across the board, people come around to the Jackass franchise, and to the point where Jackass the movie was on the Criterion channel at one point in time, which is really funny to think about. So I have back on the show Dalton Pike, the host of Outside the Frame and Sick Flicks. How's it going, Dalton?
It's going great. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, I absolutely love Jackass. This is like a franchise that is my comfort. It's like comfort food for me. If I'm ever in a really foul mood and need like a pick me up, Jackass is good old reliable for me.
If you need to see some guys getting kicked in the dick, it does the trick.
Yeah, and like what I like about Jackass a lot is the camaraderie, and like during COVID, like during the deep depths of that pandemic, when I would go back and watch Jackass, and I was like, oh, you're watching friends just like fuck around, like having fun with each other and trying to make each other laugh. And it's like, I kind of miss that, being stuck inside. And yeah, and like I've gone back to these, all the Jackass movies, all the .5 compilation deleted scene things, the TV show, which was hard to watch for a long period of time because MTV licensing stuff with the music. So they had the release in volumes on DVD, 4 separate volumes, just compilations pretty much.
Yeah.
So I watched a lot more of those. They were I have a download file of the TV show, and apparently they actually on Paramount Plus, at least in the States, they have the uncut version of the TV show right now.
Uncut as in they included everything, or it's just not censored?
It has absolutely everything that the original TV show had.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but I'm assuming it's still partially censored because like it was back then.
Yeah. The bleeps are funny, man. I like it when shows bleep stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love when Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie did the bleeps and stuff.
Yeah, they kept the bleeps.
Anytime South Park does a bleep, it's always funny too.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's often a lot funnier than having to swear because you know what they're saying, right? But the bleep is just an extra
or when someone has a really long swear word where they're on a rant and it just bleeps the whole thing.
Yeah,
that's always funny too.
So, how'd you first come around the Jackass franchise? Did you watch when it was on, or just the movies, or?
Well, I have a long history with the Jackass franchise. When I was young, I had older siblings. I'm the youngest, and I had an older brother who loved to do dumb shit, and he would watch it. I wouldn't really watch it when I was that young, but I had a friend. I remember this. It was actually really funny because it was one of my most religious friends. He had a very religious family. He himself was very, very good kid and everything. He had the DVD of Jackass the movie, and we would have me and a couple of friends would have a sleepover at his place or whatever, right? And his mom would sometimes rent a DVD for us to watch or whatever, or we would just pull something off the shelf, and we decided to watch Jackass. And I was I still have no idea why he had that movie, because he didn't like it, and I was his mom most definitely did not buy that movie, but we watched it and I fell in love with it, right? I was these are, because I also, around that time, I started hanging out with different friends who, they loved riding mini bikes and, doing dumb shit in the woods, we set off firecracker, just all the dumb shit you do when you're a kid, but in a less, his parents were never around. We could do whatever we wanted, right? And we would just get into trouble, shoot each other with airsoft guns because it was funny, And so we started getting into that more. And then I remember when Jackass number 2 came out. I think it was when the .5 came out, 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
I had a road trip to, I grew up in Windsor, and we had a road trip to Muskoka, so it was kind of a longer drive, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my brother knew how to pirate movies. I didn't, right? And he loaded up for me Jackass 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. And it was like the exact length of the trip. And I was in the back seat of the van. The whole family's in the van, you know, and I got it on this old laptop that, you know, gets like 1,000,000 degrees, burning my lap the whole time. And I'm just losing my mind in the back seat, like thinking it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. And then, you know, in college, I hung out with like a lot of skateboarders and like rock people who were like reminded me a lot of the Jackass guys. And it's like, but it was mainly, you know, that, like what you said, the camaraderie, me being with those people and that like friendship all of us had felt a lot like what you saw from those guys in that movie. So we as a group would watch those. They were all big fans of like Viva La Bam and Wild Boys and stuff like that. So we would just always revisit them. And I like to watch them when it's like super late and I can't fall asleep or something. It's almost like throw it on YouTube, you know. It's like it's a clip show, but it's with your, you know, these people who feel like your friends, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like for me, like I watched some of the Jackass when it was on TV and such, like when I was like when I was like 9 or whatever. But like,
yeah,
I remember hearing about it for the first time because at the high school near where I grew up, someone who was like a few years older than my sister, so like way older than I was, he filmed himself setting himself on fire because he like saw like you see shit happen on Jackass, like, oh, I could do something like that too. And yeah, like caused big scorch marks in the grounds of the high school and everything. And like then he got arrested and like, you know, so then Jackass became that show that like, oh, it's forbidden, like they're inspiring.
Yeah, you're not allowed to watch it. Yeah.
My parents didn't give a shit, so I could watch whatever the hell I wanted. But like that was one, like in this, you know, at school and recess and stuff, you started hearing like, oh, the show Jackass that's like encouraging kids to harm themselves and such.
Yeah. It kind of attracted you to it, though, right? Where it's like, ooh, what's this all about?
Yeah, because like the same reason why I got into South Park as a kid too, because that was the show that like as a kid and such, like growing up in the '90s, like there was enough kids in my neighborhood that were not allowed to watch The Simpsons, and then you hear about like, which is crazy to think about that, like The Simpsons is taboo, even the Golden Age, but like then South Park came along, and South Park's actually more, you know, pushing the envelope than The Simpsons was, and people weren't allowed to watch that. And like, I
was a big South Park guy too.
I still am.
I still am too.
I haven't seen the latest season yet because I don't have Paramount Plus. I just mooch it off my brother-in-law every time he gets a mood to watch Yellowstone or something like that, or one of those old geezer shows. It's like when I just get access to Paramount Plus and watch a bunch of things on it, but like I'm never just gonna actually get a Paramount Plus subscription.
I watched the previous season. I haven't watched this one though. This newest one.
Yeah, and yeah, then like, you know, when the movies came along for Jackass, I started getting into a lot more, especially because like just watching the movie network, I was just like staying up to like 4 a.m. on school nights to watch just everything that was on TV. And but I had some friends in high school that were like some of my earliest like drinking buddies, and they were super into like he had the Jackass like TV volume DVD stuff. He was also really big into CKY, like all that Bam Margera skateboarding stuff, and like I never found that one to be that engaging.
No, I like Viva La Bam though.
I've never really watched Viva La Bam. I imagine I find it funny, but like overall with Jackass stuff, Bam is not one of my favorite parts of it.
He's my least favorite one of them, because I think if we could just get right into it, I guess, because I think my thing about Bam is, I mean, I do like the skateboarding stuff in Jackass, and I love the shit he pulls with like his parents all the time.
Oh yeah.
But I think he's kind of, his mentality is what I don't like very much. Like he's always, I don't know. He feels a little different than the other guys.
There's a bit
And
of a sense of cruelty to him in some of the stunts.
there is, and I also feel like, so it's funny because I view, and I'm sure you have the same feeling, or it's not even a feeling, I just think this is the case. Jackass is a very like oddly gay positive like franchise, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are very supportive of, you know, the gay community and things like that. And I have a lot of friends in the gay community who just love Jackass.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Bam is less so.
Yeah.
If that makes it, like, he feels, even when he does stuff, and I have this theory, which I feel like he might be, you know, maybe concealing some things about himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where he's like, you know, let's do a stunt where you shoot a rocket dildo into my ass, and then he's like, and then he's like, oh yeah, that sucked, I didn't like that at all. You know, it just gives me this weird, like, you can just have fun with it, man. You know, you're making a whole thing out of it. And I don't know, some of his bits have always just kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, like there's one in one of the .5s, or maybe one of the, actually I think it might be the TV one, where like I think it's just called the raccoon, they call it, and it's just him like punching like Brandon Novak or someone just in the eyes.
Oh, yeah.
to bruise him around the eyes, and like
Yeah.
it's like not even that funny.
Yeah. Or
like,
his pranks are always like, I'm just going to punch you in the head, or I'm just going to piss on you. And it's like, well,
Yeah.
that's not like, I mean, it is still
the
funny.
pissing is funny. I love
It
the
is still
pissing.
funny.
And the Rocky stuff in
The
Jackass
Rocky
3,
is funny. Yeah.
with the slow-mo, with like the slow down camera and everything, like, you know.
But you can tell it's pissing everybody else off, like, more than usual. Because, like, him and, it was a Danger Aaron get into, like, an actual fist fight over it.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
know?
and, like, it's funny, like, one thing with Jackass Forever, because that one does not have Bam in it because he got
Correct.
fired partway through production.
Yeah, for being an asshole.
Yeah, and, like, you know, like, how dare you guys want to send me to rehab? Like,
Yeah.
and
When those guys are telling you have to go, when Steve-O is telling you have to go to rehab, it's serious, you know?
yeah, and, like, you know, it's funny with, like, Jackass Forever as well, because, like, that one does not really have as much, like, people clearly just drinking on the set and stuff. It seems like more of a sober set compared to the other ones, where everyone's clearly massive alcoholics. And I think that, like, they basically gave, like, you know, Bam the same kind of rules as everyone else. Like, you know, we will, like, you know, for insurance purposes, you have to have these drug tests and stuff like that. And they got very pissed off at that, then left the production, and then, or maybe got fired because of the drug stuff. And he has like one scene we can kind of see in the background when in Jackass Forever, where they are all in the marching band uniforms with the instruments and hop onto the treadmill.
Yeah.
And sit the wall. Like, he's in that scene, but like there's parts that are going to be in the new Jackass movie, which is like partially compilation. It's going to be some of the scenes for Jackass Forever that they filmed with
Bam was in,
but didn't put in the movie. Like,
because he didn't film any new stuff for this movie, right?
No, he did not.
But yeah, they're using stuff from Jackass Forever and like older clips that haven't been released, I guess, or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's the idea. Yeah, like I know one of the things they have with Bam in the new one is the Silence of the Lambs part in Jackass Forever, where they trick him into the room in the basement and they unleash the snake and turn off the lights, or they think there's a poison snake in there and turn off the lights.
See, it's already funny.
It's absolutely, but like because they did it with like 3 different pairs of them. They did a segment with Bam as well for that, and that's going to be in the new movie.
Yeah, so I'm stoked.
I'm excited, but like it's fine. Like, I've avoided trailers for this one because knowing that it is like half a compilation, I don't want to see the new
I don't want to see all the stuff. The only thing I saw. Have you seen like anything from it?
I saw like one thing on Twitter, which like
was it the
like
Danger Aaron thing?
With like it's like a robot giving a prostate exam or something.
Oh, okay, no. Okay, I won't say it though because I don't want if you've been avoiding it.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one like clip near the end of the teaser or the trailer or whatever that I saw that I was like oh my god, like it's one of those things where like every movie I feel like they're just trying to kill Danger Aaron.
Yeah. Well, the big like punch final joke of like the trailer for Jackass Forever is a scene where they
The bear?
A lie detector test and then put a bear in the room.
Exactly. And that scene is insane. That scene's absolutely mental.
Mhm.
Like, he could have just died, you know?
Oh,
like,
God, yeah. It's like,
let's cover him in honey and salmon, strap him to a chair with a shock collar, and just let a bear into the room. Just him and a bear and no one else.
yeah. And like, I know Johnny Knoxville said, like, you know, it's fun to torture Aaron because Aaron is he reacts so well to everything that it's funny. While I was waiting for you to come on, I was watching a part of Jackass 4.5, and it's funny because, like, I think they do the good job, like, putting stuff as going to be the 0.5 versions compared to theatrical ones, and a lot of the 0.5s are kind of explaining why a joke did not work, and there's, like, one where in Jackass Forever, they dump, like, a horse semen on Dave England's head during an interview, and he has a great reaction. He's like, "I'm a vegetarian." It got in my mouth. And they do the exact same thing with the Wee Man as well, where they drop cum on his face, and like he doesn't really react. He just kind of giggles a little bit, and it's like, which is absolutely hilarious. Dropping of gallons of cum on Wee Man is funny. Wee Man. But, like, he doesn't really react.
Then it's like, so they're like, all right, so we did that, and it doesn't even get in the movie, you know?
Yeah. And
speaking of the oh, go ahead.
And, like, just Danger Aaron, he always will give a proper good reaction of just being pissed off, which always makes it so much funnier.
And it's also funny when he gets hurt. Like, he's, like, the funniest person to... Him and Dave England. Those are the two funniest people to see get hurt.
Dave England makes the funniest noises when he's in pain.
Actually, Bam's funny to see get hurt, too.
Yeah.
What I was going to say about the vegetarian thing is in Jackass the movie, because I rewatched it earlier today before before hopping on here, and there's a bit where Lance is doing. He's gonna throw up over something. I can't remember what he's throwing up for, but it just says Lance bangs vegetarian.
Yeah,
it's like has nothing to do with anything, but it cracks me up.
I think that's during the paperclip scene. The paper cut scene.
It is the paper cut scene.
So the paper cut scene is the one thing in all the movies that I like wince at. I like look away from.
I've seen it so many times. Today I was just like, you know, you start curling your toes watching it, or just go like, "Oh my god!"
It's that and the vomit in the TV show where Dave England. Is like he like he swallows the eggs and pukes them into like a skillet, then the tomatoes and pukes it up, and then he makes the omelet up and eats it again. Like those, it's like that's like the two things in the entire franchise that like I cannot handle.
I remember seeing, so for Jackass 3D, which is my favorite of the Jackass movies, because what year did that come out?
2010.
2010. Okay, so I was 13, so I wasn't allowed to see it in theaters. But my uncle used to take me to the movies all the time, right? And I was begging him, I want to see Jackass 3D, right? But I couldn't go. He was like, yeah, I can't do that. And then I just kept begging him. And then once it came out, he was also a big fan of piracy. And the second it was like available for download or whatever, he invited me over to his house and showed me Jack, because he's like, my mom probably wouldn't. It was funny. They didn't care that I watched like 1 and 2 and all that stuff, but 3 when it came out was like a big deal to everybody, where they're like, oh, you can't watch that. And I don't know if it was just like they realized that I shouldn't have been watching that when I was younger, you know. Maybe they just didn't know what it was. And so we watched Jackass 3 at my uncle's house, and I remember he left, like he walked away and was just gagging at the sweatsuit cocktail.
Oh god, yeah, that one's so disgusting.
He was like literally, and he had to like leave the room, and he was like, I can't believe that like I'm letting you watch this. And I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. Like, you understand that, right? Like, this is incredible. And I mean, like, that scene is absolutely disgusting, but I was laughing so, like, when he's squeezing the sweat out of his underwear,
Oh God,
and,
yeah, it just
and Preston's just like, hey, like he's like, watch your hands. I was losing. I thought it was so funny, and vomiting doesn't really bother me. Like I think people vomiting is one of the funniest things ever. And so like that, I'm perfectly fine with. I was loving it, but my uncle was like, could not do it at all.
I saw Jackass 3D in the theaters, and
I'm jealous.
That was like one of like that like any James Cameron movie, and like I don't know, Spider-Verse are like the movies that actually like benefit from like 3D with the modern technology, and that is a movie that like I'm gonna be seeing the new Jackass movie Friday night, like the busiest screening I possibly can, because being with a crowd reacting to the disgusting stuff, there's nothing like it.
I can't go till Monday. I have my tickets already. I can't go till Monday, but myself, Mike, who is Mike, for people listening, is my co-host on Outside the Frame and Sick Flicks.
He's from the lost episode of this podcast where we
he's yet to make an appearance on this show. And Rain. So the three of us all work at Highland Cinema. We're all massive Jackass fans. We talk about it all the time. We quote it all the time. And we were making we wanted to wait till all three of us were available to see it together. So we're going late show Monday night.
Nice.
So
hopefully there's excited. A good crowd there, because like
I think there will be. I think this movie's going to be, at least for the first week, very popular.
Yeah, I think this is one for like the diehards, right? Like I don't think it's going to have like.
Yeah,
I think the nature of that's a compilation.
I did hear there's no 0.5 for this one.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so this is like pretty much it. Like.
Yeah.
Which, like, I don't know, my biggest concern is I don't think there's going to be a lot of, there's going to be not a lot of new stuff.
Yeah, because it's also, like, it feels pretty quick after the last one. Yeah. And it was just kind of like, it wasn't even announced when it was going into production or anything. It was just announced, like, hey, this is coming out in a couple months. So, it does have me, I have the same concerns, but I also, like, my other thing is, I will watch just a clip show of Jackass and love it.
Oh,
so
same.
I will have fun regardless, whether it's what I really want out of a final Jackass movie is, it's here nor there. It's just I will see it. I will have a good time regardless.
Yeah. Like I remember seeing Jackass 3D and thinking that's the final Jackass movie. I've never seen these guys again.
Yeah, well, it felt like it.
Yeah,
right?
Like. They pretty much like marketing it as like, this is it. Like this is the final swan song, and
Ryan Dunn was gone, and it just kind of felt like it's over, right? That's it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and like I think that like I overall like the new cast in Jackass Forever, but the fact that because I remember they were talking about, like giving a Paramount Plus like TV show for like Jackass. That was the initial plan too.
Yeah, I think they'll probably do something like that with the new crew and keep it going, but it'll probably be like, this is probably the final movie, and then maybe they'll do like Paramount Plus specials or something, like, you know what I mean? Like they'll keep it going somehow, where it's like they'll try and get the new people to kind of take over, and the other people will just kind of like appear or be in the back, like guiding the thing, but making the young people do it. I don't know. I could see them doing something like that.
Because it's got to be cheap to make, like, overall. Like,
oh, yeah, for sure. The returns on it are amazing. I guarantee it.
Like, like they're given a budget for various stunts and stuff, but, like, especially the opening of Jackass Forever, which is, like, very extravagant. Actually, the opening for all of them are pretty extravagant. But, like, just get a guy in a shopping cart and push him down a hill, and you can get some comedy out of that. Like, that is so cheap to do.
Put fireworks on roller skates and you're in, it's...
Yeah, and, like, especially with, like, streaming shows, the budgets have to be astronomical for every single TV show, no matter what it is. Like, you could do so much with, like, a couple Jackass specials here and there. They did a couple of Jackass Shark Week specials with the new cast, like 2023, 2024 kind of thing.
I feel like I remember that.
They were okay. The problem is like they're basically more like they feel like every reality show ever made, the way they're edited and stuff, the way the music crescendos to the exact same way for anything that happens. Like,
Yeah.
like the most interesting part is when Poopies almost gets his hand bit off. But like,
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, like I think Poopies is my favorite of the new cast.
mm-hmm.
I like because he feels like him and Zach feel like they like fit right in, and they also make them do like the worst stuff.
Yeah, and they're game for it too, right? Which is like the best part is that like you like the one thing that's great about Jackass as a franchise is that like everyone is consenting to being there. It's not like they're like just really fucking around with a lot of people on the streets as much. Like that's more of the TV.
Yeah.
Like there's getting reaction shots of that, but like if someone's getting kicked in the nuts, it's because they're a Jackass member of the crew.
But if you're fucking with somebody in terms of like, we're gonna pull a prank and just get a reaction, that's kind of really what they do. In the first movie, they do a little bit more of like jokes on the people, like the regular people, because like the what do you call it? The rental car smash up thing.
That's
like
so
he
funny.
he just leaves them with that, you know, like he just fucks off.
It's such a funny bit because like one thing that's also fantastic with it bit too, especially Jackass 1, because I was watching Jackass like 4, like I was in passing earlier today and I had some time, and like I was watching a 4K like digital copy of it, and it's like, you know, it looks good and everything, but like something about Jackass, the first movie, as well as the TV show, it feels like you're acquiring it like illegally. It looks so cheap, and that really
the camcorder look is so good. I was thinking the exact same thing watching it. I'm like, there's when you see stills of that movie, like Knoxville with the Cayman biting his nipple, or like the the roller skates like exploding, you know, it's all. It feels so. It almost feels like a Dogma movie. You know what I mean? Like it has that weird feeling to it.
Yeah. Well, let's see Lawrence von Trier do his version of Jackass.
I'd love it.
It would probably be the most actual evil thing ever produced. But
yeah, Harmony Korine could do it.
I think so. Yeah. Did you ever watch the Dude Sons movie?
No.
So the Dude Sons, like they're like, oh, what country are they from? Dude Sons movie. They appear in Jackass 3 during some of the snow scenes.
I just haven't seen the.
So they're Finnish. So the Dude Sons movie is basically just them doing a Jackass movie, but like, you know, in Finland. And like, I'm kind of surprised there's like not more people that do something like Jackass, because like, I feel like it's something that I could easily replicate. I was having like, you know, having some guys fuck around, do some stunts, and hurt each other. And it's weird that kind of Jackass has the monopoly on that. It's
true. Like, I mean, I see it a lot on like social media, people doing it, and it is funny still. You know, when it's like, I don't even know these people, but it's funny.
Yeah. Like that's how they found Poopies, right? They just found him doing stunts on like
it was Poopies and Zach. They found, because I had seen the Zach video of him covering himself with firecrackers and blowing them all up, the suicide vest or whatever. I had seen that on social media, and then years later when they had him on and they played that clip, I was like, dude, I saw that clip a bunch, and I thought it was hilarious. So, you know, maybe it can get you a job just being an idiot, you know? So
apparently released a new Dude Sons movie like back in March of this year in Finland. But yeah, like I kind of like, you know, what would the Japanese equivalent to Jackass look like? And I wonder like the various cultural differences and such, because like what's fascinating about Jackass is like it's a mix of like skate culture mixed with like Johnny Knoxville's love for like very old
like
cinema.
Buster Keaton.
Yeah. And like somebody like Looney Tunes like stunts. Like there's that one part in Jackass Forever where like they have like the painted wall. And, like,
it's so funny. It's so funny. I mean, you know that I'm a massive fan of, well, one, like the silent community. Like, I'm a big Keaton, Harold Lloyd fan, you know, and I am one of the biggest Looney Tunes fans you'll ever meet. And I don't know if that's what attracted me to Jackass, or if it's the camaraderie, or if it's the just kind of there is something oddly deeper about the Jackass movies than just getting kicked in the nuts. Like I was talking to my mom the other day, and I was talking about how she was just like, "Oh, is there any like movies you're looking forward to coming out soon?" I was like, "Yeah, the new Jackass movie." And she's like, "Oh, you know, as every mother has done for the past 20 years." And I was kind of talking about why I like them, and I said it's almost as if, like, if you're kind of my age, a little bit older, like, you grew up with these guys, right? And you watched them go from, like, these depraved maniacs, you know, all cokeheads, alcoholics, like, they all look terrible in the early films. They're on the TV show too, you know, they're having, like, and then you watch them and you, like, grow to care for these people who you love to see get hurt. And then you watch them, like, get clean, and you watch them sort of better themselves, and, like, they were able to do that through doing dumb shit, right? Like, that made them enough money, got them enough publicity and stuff to kind of, like, find a reason to get their acts together. They had each other, you know. It's like when Ryan Dunn died, it was like you felt it as a right, more so than if a random actor who you kind of like passes away. You're like, oh, that's kind of, you know, that's sad, but you're not, like, devastated. And when Ryan Dunn passed away, it was like a very big deal to people like us, right? So I was trying to explain to her that being along the journey with them, and it feels like you're one of the gang when you watch it.
Like, it's a true parasocial experience. Because you understand, like, them as friends and how they interact with one another. Like, you can probably, of the entire Jackass gang, figure out which ones you would get along with, which ones you would not get along with.
Yeah. But it's also, like, in every friend group, right, you have friends who you might find annoying or hard to get along with, but you still hang out with them because you're still their friend, even if you're like, oh my god, this, you know, I can't take too much of this guy, but, you know, you can, you're still friends with them. And some of the Jackass guys feel like Bam feels like that to me. Where I was like, he is still part of this group who I love to see hang out and everything. I was like, but, you know, if I was hanging out with Bam, I could probably have fun, but I'd also probably get really tired of it pretty quick, you know?
Yeah, you wouldn't want to go on, like, a full week-long vacation with Bam.
No, absolutely not. I wouldn't even want to be out till, like, 2 a.m. with Bam, you know?
No. Like, Bam's
it's
a
like,
guy
by
you
midnight,
have, like,
I'm going.
You have a coffee with for, like, you know, around lunchtime, and that's it.
Yeah, before he gets started.
And speaking of also with Bam too, and, like, talking about the influences of, like, you know, Jackass with Johnny Knoxville and his love for old movies. Do you ever watch Bam's directed movies?
I don't know what what.
Oh, there's like Ming Hags, Haggard, Where the Fuck is Santa Claus? Like, he's made like 3 feature films.
No, I haven't seen those.
They have like a lot of CKY crew in them. They have like Ryan Dunn's like the lead in a couple of them, and they're pretty unwatchable.
Yeah, sounds like good titles though. Very, very Bam Margera titles.
And like, it's funny because like he doesn't really have this kind of old cinematic influence that, like, Johnny Knoxville is trying to bring into this, or kind of even like he's like the stuff that Bam and CKY kind of brings in is kind of the the guerrilla kind of filmmaking. Is kind of like, you know, we're going to make a music video and a skateboard video and blend them together into like a DVD we can sell people.
Yeah.
And I think it's like a good blend of everything, because that's how Jackass started. Was like, you know, it
makes
like
sense, like, as something for him to do, Like that's what he knows, right? And that's what works. That's what's been successful for him.
And it's just the blend of that, like the BAM stuff with like the Big Brother magazine with like Jeff Tremaine, Spike Jonze, Johnny Knoxville, and what they wanted to do, and just like merging these two groups together. That's how you got Jackass to like become what it is.
Absolutely.
And like,
I think it's really funny that Spike Jonze is just part of that crew. Like I understand why 100%, but it's always funny when you're like, the last time I watched Jackass 3 or maybe it was Forever, one of them, I had rewatched Her like a week before, and I was like, it's so crazy to like watch those close together, and then it's like, it's whatever the one is that he's on the Segway and runs into the sign, but nobody catches it on video.
oh yeah.
And I remember watching that, and they're like, this guy calls himself a director, you know, all this stuff. And I was like, I had just watched Her, and I just thought it was such a funny contrast.
Yeah, like the guy directed Being John Malkovich, and he still does Jackass.
I know. His, like, because he used to do a lot of skate videos and music videos, stuff like that, right? And that's kind of how he got his start, was like these wild sort of lower budget on the ground kind of things, right? Like I'm thinking about like his early music videos and stuff, right? He very much had that style that you can see, and like I see the appeal for him, and he knew all those skate guys and stuff like that, right? So
like it's not the weird stuff that he does Jackass. It's the weird stuff is he makes movies like Her.
Exactly, that's 100% right.
Like he
it's
makes
weird
like
that he made Being John
cerebral
Malkovich.
dramas.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It doesn't make any sense. But he's a really good director.
yeah, and like you like have like people like Lance Bangs, who's like a great does a lot of concert films too. Like
Yeah.
It's a fascinating mix of just so many different elements together. Like it's like a really interesting just like, you know, collection of like different people and personalities and putting them into like a pot. And like what I love about how they shoot Jackass too is like basically just like we're like shooting for X number of months and everything, and they're basically just like living together for like that long and just fucking around with each other.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you gave a shout out to Lance Bangs, because I mean it's not just him. They have a very good camera crew, because that's one of the things I think is underappreciated about these movies is they capture everything really well, and they're kind of ambitious with the filmmaking aspects of it. I'm thinking about like a couple segments, like the one where they cover the human bowling, where they cover the big platform in lube and then they shoot them all with paintball guns.
Yeah.
Like they have drone shots, they have like all this stuff that's like, it's pretty and it's like a bigger thing, as well as, you know, of course the stuff they do on sound stages and all their intros and outros. It's, or Johnny Knoxville on the rocket that almost kills him.
Blows his dick right off almost. Like.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's like those are not easy to shoot, you know, and they make it look very casual, but you know there's actually a lot of setup going into it, right?
And they have all the perfect amount of coverage too. They have multiple angles, like they know where to put the camera most interesting point in time, as well as to get.
Except when Spike Jonze runs into a sign.
Yeah. But also that they know, like, you know, a stunt happens, and then they know which cast or crew members to point the camera at for reactions.
Absolutely.
So it's not just like we're like could be amazed at this rocket stunt going off. Like no, like
but that's the benefit of them living together is they know, you know, oh, who's gonna love this the most? Who's gonna have the best reaction? And my favorite is whenever they cut to Lance.
And he pukes.
he's puking at everything. It's so funny.
When
I want to get a Lance Bangs shirt so bad, like the one Knoxville has in Jackass 3.
What I love about Lance Bangs, and like, especially that fourth movie, is like COVID, Jackass Forever is a really fascinating COVID movie.
Yeah,
because like
it is. Yeah,
because they start filming it, like they do some test footage in 2019, then they start doing the proper filming in March of 2020. Then it shuts down, and then months later they come back. Johnny Knoxville's become a silver fox, and
yeah, he got completely silver.
Yeah, and then they did COVID compliance stuff, so you had to do a lot of stuff in the Paramount back lot, less people on the streets stuff, and people wearing masks and everything. And like Lance Bangs,
throwing up in the mask is so funny.
Multiple times, it's so funny. Yeah. And like especially because like a lot of movies just don't really have COVID as like a thing that happens in them. Like it's rare to see like a movie set in 2020 even has.
It was funny. When COVID happened, I was talking to my buddy about, because everything shut down, right, and no one could work, and I said, if people are shooting contemporary movies, just shoot them with people with masks on.
Yeah,
like why not? It's a perfect like that's what's going on nowadays. Why ignore it? You know, you can get away with it. It's like sure, I understand you don't want to cover your, lead actor's face, but like you have scenes without it. But if they're in public, if they're talking to other people, you can do that, right? Because there was those COVID movies like Malcolm and Marie and stuff like that, where there's like we'll just do smaller crews, right? And like there's a couple others like that was just kind of the first one that came to my mind. But Jackass is funny because it is like one of the only things I can think of that fully embraced it. And I mean, like, that's due to the nature of it because it's basically documentary style.
And cheap to make. It was one of the first movies that got production up going again after like restrictions started lifting.
Yeah, it was like Jackass and Tom Cruise. That was it.
Yeah. But also like speaking of Tom Cruise, like the ambition with the stunt work is like I love I think stunts are absolutely fascinating aspect of filmmaking.
I agree.
And
it's too bad that it's like they end the Mission Impossible franchise, they're ending the Jackass franchise, and then now they're going to add stunts at the Oscars.
Like Johnny Knoxville should get an honorary Oscar.
Yeah, Jackass could have won an Oscar.
It was the Jackass franchise was nominated for an Oscar for makeup for Bad Grandpa.
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
I wonder what won that one. That was like 2013.
Yeah. That was when Spike Jonze was also nominated, probably for her.
Yeah. And I gotta know what one it was better than the makeup for Bad Grandpa, because the Bad Grandpa makeup is incredible.
Yeah.
It's such a funny bit, like, because it's so much harder to like have makeup that's convincing to people on the street than it is having makeup that's convincing to a camera.
Absolutely. Because you can also go in and like fix it.
Dallas Buyers Club won best makeup and hairstyling.
Okay, that makes sense. That's
it's fine makeup, yeah. Like there's a lot
of.
But
like that year, that was the talk of the town. That was
a big movie.
It was.
Yeah,
haven't thought about it since then.
Yeah,
I liked it. I have not thought about that movie since then.
Yeah, like my take on Matthew McConaughey is he won the Oscar not for that, but for True Detective.
Yeah,
because like
he won the Oscar for popping into Wolf of Wall Street for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Because True Detective aired right in the middle of Oscar voting period that time.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, he literally won the first man to win an Oscar for a television series.
Because he's good in that movie. I think McConaughey's a good actor overall, but what he did in True Detective, that is one of the performances of
Jared Leto won, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and you know what? As much as all my problems with Jared Leto, he deserved that Oscar.
He was good in that movie, yeah.
He was.
If you're, of course, there's all the issues aside of casting a cis guy to play a trans woman, but I think that if you're willing to look past that, it's a really good performance, and I like Leto overall as an actor. I
think he just picks the wrong roles,
exactly,
and his personal life is kind of
insane.
Yeah.
He's really good in Masters of the Universe as Skeletor.
I heard he was good, and I heard that it only works because they hide him.
Mm-hmm. They hide him, but the voice is so good, and his mannerisms are so funny.
Yeah, but it's because I'm not looking at Jared Leto, so it's fine.
Yeah,
that was I would have seen Tron Ares because I liked like the theatrical experience of seeing Tron Legacy. Not that the movie is, anything like, but the visual effects and the music and stuff, it's good to see in a theater. And I considered it, but like the Jared Leto of it kind of turned me off of it.
Yeah, he's bad in it, but like I'll pay to see anything with a Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross score in it.
Yeah, of course.
But
would you pay to see After the Hunt again in theaters or what?
I liked After the Hunt.
I was like indifferent on it. I didn't really get. I had read the script when because it was. I read a handful of Blacklist scripts every year, and I had read Challengers and I had read After the Hunt because After the Hunt was the like number one script on the Blacklist, if I'm not mistaken. It was high up there.
Yeah,
and a lot of people were talking about it.
Because like it's a very relevant like movie with like Me Too and such. Like it's like.
But
same lines like car, like
yeah, it was a little different than what I remember the script being, and I remember reading the script and not entirely understanding it. And then when I saw the movie, I had a similar feeling where I was like, I don't really get why you're doing this. Like, because I get some of the stuff, but as like the entire thing, I'm like. I don't know. It feels like he was there's kind of a missed the mark a little bit thing to me. Yeah. But
I think the biggest flaw of that movie is I think Iowa Debris pretty bad in it.
I agree.
Yeah,
and I love her.
I think she's a talented performer, but I think that she might not have the range that.
She's got sort of a. Who's another? There's like a few contemporary actors who are like that, where it's like. I love you as a person. I love seeing you and stuff. But unfortunately, you kind of are just yourself in a lot of things.
Like Glenn Powell, I think.
Glenn Powell. I like Glenn Powell. But he is kind of... Yeah, he is very much Glenn Powell and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like... What's also fun about Jackass, too, is like... I love it when like just they have like people in the periphery that come in. To, like there's... John Waters pops up in Jackass number 2.
Yeah, he gets, what is it? He makes Wee Man disappear.
Yeah, by having a very fat woman jump on top of him
and
crush him.
Yeah. It's one of those, like, all-time... I'm also, like, every time I watch that bit, I'm, like, kind of concerned. I'm like, Wee Man could have died doing that.
Oh, God,
like,
yeah.
That's... like, it's crazy. And they don't, like... And they just leave her on top of him for a while.
Yeah. And, like, what... It's, like... But Jackass understands that, like... A really big guy and a very small guy is a fascinating contrast, and they get so much great comedy out of like
the bungee jump.
Yeah, where he gets like whipped back down again into the water.
So good. The drawing that was it. Did Bam do the drawing?
Bam, yeah, the drawing that he faxes over.
Yeah, faxes the drawing over. It's so good.
And like,
I want to get like that, like a drawing of that, like framed on my wall.
Yeah, like I would love to have like. See what they talk about like writing these movies and stuff like that, but I want to see all the diagrams and drawings of like how they visualize and storyboard these stunt ideas.
Yeah, and I want to see the ones that didn't make it. Like what are the ones that even they were like, no, we can't do that.
Yeah, and like, well, like I know with Jackass the movie that they're gonna enter the whole like big Rube Goldberg machine type thing, but like it completely failed. So like. They did isolated parts and showed it over the credits.
Yeah, and there's because I've seen clips from the failed Jackass ending that have been like circulating online. Because it's like one person like slides down a thing, but they don't go far enough, and they like it's like pathetic, and it has like it's still funny. It just has like a different sort of comedy to it. It kind of would have been perfect though to end the movie on like a dud.
Yeah. And like, yeah, because like I don't know, it's still very very funny stuff there to pull off, even when things kind of fuck up. But like, they have some pride, right? They want to end on a big note, and like, this one they end with like a Rip Torn or not Rip Torn, Rip Taylor suggestion of
Rip
like
Taylor
son of Jackass
in the boat.
Yeah. where it's like how like everyone in the old man makeup, like, you know, getting blown away and such, and like and audio commentary, Johnny Knoxville made the joke like they picked Steve-O for to be the last one to survive because like they figured he'd be the first cast member to die.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and like
he'll probably outlive all of them.
Yeah, because like he's become completely sober and stuff, and like he's
got the Keith Richards sort of thing where I'm like, I think he has so many drugs in his body. Like my theory on Keith Richards is he died 20 years ago, but the cocaine in his system has not let his heart stop beating.
I got my
it's
dad,
just keeping him alive.
I got my dad the Keith Richards autobiography like 5 years ago, and he's been slowly reading it, like every month
over the course of 5 years.
Very slowly, yeah. And then like but he'll always come up with a new Keith Richards story like every month or something like that he runs into, and like the guy lived an insane life.
Yeah.
And
guy's got great stories, I'm sure.
Yeah, like he like brought his like son with him on tour because like his son's mother was even so into drugs that it was scaring even Keith Richards.
Yeah, that's how bad do you have to be?
Yeah, so like the son, like he was like on like tour with his dad and stuff during the peak Rolling Stones stuff in like the 70s, and like he was like. And, like, growing up, he's just like, yeah, I got all the partying out of my system, or saw all the partying I wanted to, so now I just live a boring life as an accountant, and I love it.
It's awesome.
But, yeah, like...
I don't see Steve-O becoming an accountant.
No. And, like, what do you think I know, like, some of these guys, they have, like, stand-up and stuff they do in the off, like, you know, when they're not doing Jackass and stuff. Like, I think Wee Man played, like, Port Stanley one time.
He's also got a taco company.
Yeah.
The Chronic Tacos.
Wee Man's Chronic Tacos, yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, what is Danger Aaron up to in the off season between Jackass
That's the
movies?
one I'm like, I don't know. Because I know, like, Steve-O tours, right? Like, he'll tour with, like, movies, specials, stuff like that. We had a conversation about maybe doing, like, because Steve-O did a tour last year, and we had a discussion that didn't go very far about seeing if we can get Steve-O to the Highland. But
oh, that'd been awesome.
Conversation didn't get too far, unfortunately. But so I know that he does that. Knoxville does movies and TV and everything. He was like hosting like game shows and stuff for a bit too, or something. And Bam, he's out there doing shit all the time too.
Yeah, he's always he's, you know, he has a fascinating following too, because of course, like a lot of the Jackass guys have like, you know, their own like fandoms specifically. Like, but Bam Margera, he has probably the biggest like unique fan of all of them because he was like really close to that band. Him and I have the heartogram tattoo and such, and one of his movies, it's clearly shot in his own house, and like. It's insane how many heartograms he has just in his decor for his house. Like, but like, yeah, like people are like, you know, Bam's always interacting with his fans on social media for better or for worse when it comes to like enabling some of his behavior and such. Like, he has a huge social media following, and
he was in like Waterloo recently.
Oh yeah,
like he just doing shit. I was like, what? I just remember him posting something. I was like, that looks familiar. And then he was like on Instagram Live or something. He's like, I'm in Waterloo, Ontario. I'm like, why? Why are you there?
Like, I bet that some of these Jackass guys, they probably could have a good career doing almost a big Greg Sestero type thing of like coming to like screenings. And
I think some of them do. And I think, I mean, I know Knoxville will like, if there's a screening in like California or something, you ask him. I'm sure he goes. But like, I know Pontius has like a family that because I follow him on Instagram and stuff like that, and he seems to just kind of be chilling most of the time.
Yeah.
But Danger Aaron, I have no clue what he's doing, or Dave England, you know.
Yeah.
I have like, no clue what those guys are doing. Or because like Preston, what's Preston up to?
I know, but if like, you know, if Preston were to like go on tour with like Jackass #2 the movie and like do Q&As for it, like they could probably like, you know, that's probably a good living right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
maybe that's what they'll do now that they're retiring from it.
Yeah, Like, I think it's smart thing to do because they clearly, their bodies are not here for anymore. Like, Johnny Knoxville's been told if he gets a concussion again, he might die. Like,
yeah, he's not allowed to play with bulls anymore. And he's sad about it.
And like Preston Lacey shit himself unintentionally during Jackass Forever.
That was so funny. Where he's like, "I'm a grown man. I'm a grown man."
Like, and like they clearly the stunts they're doing in Jackass Forever, like it's not as physically demanding as the stuff they're doing early on.
No.
But like,
there's a couple, but it's overall it's toned down. They do a lot more like kind of go for the pain rather than the bigger stunt, or go for like something gross and weird, like enemas and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of I wish they would have done more of it. The silent like guillotine thing, or like where Steve-O has to do the
dress up as mimes.
Yeah, and then, Poopies has to kiss the snake. Rachel has to lick the taser.
Yeah.
I was like, that's such a good bit. You could do an entire TV show on that,
Yeah. And, like, it's not, like, going to really fuck him up for life or anything, but it's so funny. And, like,
yeah.
What's also funny about Jeff Tremaine, who, like, directs all these movies, is that, like,
yeah,
when he's clearly trying to, get people to do second takes for these stunts as well, which, like,
yeah, that's so funny.
Have to be, like, that's a lot of convincing. If you got yourself through, like, a lot of pain there, like, oh, yeah, we didn't get the right shot, so let's do it again. Like,
but that's why they always get him at least once, right? Like, I love when they taser him, when they chase him around with the taser. They just had enough.
Yeah.
Or
like,
it's Dave where he has that terrible night out and they make him do like 30 or 40 takes of jumping off the horse.
Oh god, yeah, because like he was an asshole while drinking, so they just like tortured him the next day.
I can't remember the name of his alter ego, but it's so like when he comes out, they just got to make him pay for everything he did. Those clips of the nightlife of him drunk, like licking people's faces and stuff, it's like, oh my god.
But they were truly living like rock star lives, especially the TV show too, because these are guys who are getting famous very quickly for doing very stupid shit in public. So you can absolutely see them. Like,
they're all guys who have, addiction problems and love to party, and they just get this windfall of money.
Mm-hmm. And like it can't be like that much money. Like how much money is Danger Aaron making per Jackass movie?
I think it's substantial. I mean, I think it's. I don't think it's like, oh my god, but based on how well I assume they're in the case of a Jackass movie, those guys are all like producers on it, right? And I think
they're all writers.
They're more in it for the points and the percentage off the how well either the box office or sales, anything like that, right? They're not. They probably get $500,000 up front or something like that for.
I hope so, because I'm looking at Danger Aaron doing the cup test in Jackass Forever, and
oh my god,
when he's PK Subban just warming up by hitting him in the face with a puck,
the pogo stick.
Yep, and he ruptures his testicle.
Yeah. I hope he's getting paid for that. Yeah,
I know. That's what I'm just thinking. When going through his
Bam
mind,
has Lamborghinis and shit. It's they're doing all right.
Yeah, Bam also had I never really watched Viva La Bam or anything, or Bam's Unholy Union, that wedding show he did. He must get some residuals from that, especially during that peak time of
syndication.
That was boom was happening too.
It was also MTV used to run that all day.
Mm-hmm.
Was it MTV?
MTV would have so many Jackass days where it's just a days of Wild Boys and things like that. Wild Boys is the one I want to watch because I love Chris Pontius, I love Steve-O, and I the animal stuff. It's
good. They go crazy in that one. I think the other thing with Bam that sets him apart is he has so many, we talked about before, kind of brand stuff, and we do endorsements on skateboarding stuff, and has his own line of boards and clothes and all that stuff. So
he was in all the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater games.
Yeah. So
he
gets money for that too.
Do you ever play Tony Hawk Underground 2, which like basically is like a Jackass video game?
Of course.
That was a fun game.
Oh yeah. I had a few. I used to work at a thrift store, right? Mm-hmm. And I lived by myself for a little bit. And when I moved into that new place, I didn't have any internet for like, I don't know, a month and a half or something. It just, they were trying to install it. It was weird. I had to go through the landlord who was like out of town, and I just had no internet for like a month. So what I did was, when I worked at the thrift store, I bought a PS2, and I just went out and I bought Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Tony Hawk Underground, and I bought like San Andreas and like all my favorite old PS2 games. And I would get home from work. There was nothing else to do. I had my like Blu-rays and DVDs so I could watch movies, but I would just play PS2 for like a month, and the Tony Hawk games got me through that time. For
those games were big for me. I love those games. I was so into them.
Yeah.
I even got a skateboard because of those games, and I was really fucking bad at it.
Yeah, when I was younger, I skateboarded for a little bit because like I had some neighborhood kids who liked to skateboard, and I got one for my birthday. I got a little ramp, and we were just like in our neighborhood skateboarding in the streets and stuff like that, and at the park. I was much more into like biking. Like we had these woods near my house that had like almost like a natural bike trail with like jumps and shit that nice. I would go to all the time. And the skateboarding, I wasn't, because I'm a bigger guy too, and skateboarding was a little bit more athletic than I was. I did it for a while. I wasn't bad, but I remember I stopped because I was doing a trick and my skateboard broke, and I just never bought a new one.
Yeah.
But I would snowboard in the winter, and like my buddy who I skateboarded with built he had this like kind of like a duplex, and his deck for the second story had this really steep staircase, and he would just pack it with snow and then build like a snowboard ramp at the end, and we would just go to his backyard and snowboard and jump, and then like jump into stuff, get hurt, like it was. So like growing up, the Jackass thing felt very natural to me to be attracted to it, right?
My friend that was like really big in those CKY videos and stuff in high school, and like he and one of his close friends, they tried doing Jackass like stunts together. They gave themselves a name too. I forget what it was.
It's probably something awesome.
Yeah, probably something awesome, or probably something that was actually pretty racist in retrospect.
Yeah, probably.
But like, they had like this one video, like they're like sharing around, like where it was recorded on like the shittiest like 2006 like
Sony Handycam,
yeah, and it was like him like he had a trampoline in his backyard, and like they're getting each other in the lawn chairs and pushing each other off the roof of their 2-story house onto the trampoline.
It's awesome. It's so awesome.
And like, I never did. I'm too much of a coward for pain to do shit like that. So like, I never really like. I would like I would be okay with like doing stuff, being in the presence of things like that. But like, I had friends that like want to launch like bottle rockets at people, and I'm like, that doesn't sound like it's gonna be a good idea whatsoever. I'm gonna leave the situation.
Oh yeah, we used to have Roman candle fights all the time. Yeah, running the street fight. We had the like cops called on us all. So we'd do it in the middle of like a subdivision at like midnight, just shooting off fireworks at each other. And then it was like the Roman candles were fun, but like they didn't do anything, right? They just fizzled out. So then we got like the ones that like explode, and would shoot those at each other. It's like basically like you're playing tag with fireworks, but it's like it's in a subdivision. When those go off, it's so loud, it just echoes through all of the. So people got so mad at us, right?
But like, I really hope that people are still doing that kind of shit, because like that is such like, it's loud as fuck, but it's ultimately just like a really fun like way to like, you remember those experiences so much of you fucking around with fireworks, you fucking around with lighters and stuff, burning things like.
Do you ever? This is like just in terms of people still fucking around and doing stupid shit. You ever see on like Instagram or Twitter or TikTok? There's a guy. He's like more than likely like special needs or something, but he loves wrestling and like ICP and all that shit, and he'll like just jump onto like microwaves and like barbed wire and shit, and he'll always yell fuck this shit and then jump into something like extremely painful. But it's like, he'll always go like, this is for all the juggalos and juggalettes and stuff like that. And I love it so much. Like, he's clearly like, you know, one of those guys who grew up in the South who's like extremely, you know, undereducated and everything. But I'm like, man, I would watch hours of this because he's like, he gets fucked up. Like, he's jumping into like glass and barbed wire and shit, but he's having the time of his life, you know?
I'm honestly surprised there's not more stuff done with professional wrestlers within the realm of Jackass.
Yeah.
Like, we have to talk about that incredible scene of Jackass movie where Johnny Knoxville gets in the department store fight in Japan with Butterbean the boxer.
Butterbean? I don't think... No, that's in America. That's not in Japan.
It's America? Mm.
Yeah, because he gets the ambulance and everything. It's in America. The Japanese stuff is awesome, but that Butterbean scene is the amount of times I mentioned I'm going to see it with the new one with Mike and Rain. And Rain and I love to quote South Park, love to quote Jackass or send each other just clips or stills. Yeah. And the amount of times I'll just pop into their office and just go, is Butterbean okay? And Rain will just start dying laughing.
Because it's incredible comedic timing from a guy who just got a concussion. Like,
I know, he's like snoring 20 seconds ago and he's on it. You know, like a natural born showman.
Completely, yeah. And like, I think Johnny Knoxville is an incredible performer with such natural, easy charisma. Like,
yeah, he's very, very likable.
Mm-hmm. And like,
because he also will always laugh it off. Like, when he gets hurt, like severely, he's laughing harder than he's ever. Like, when the stunt with I don't know which film it's in, but when they run into the tree with the stick, and he almost tears his thumb off.
Yeah,
and because that bit's really funny, but his thumb is so like fucked up. But he's laughing like a kid, you know. He's like, because he wants to play it off. It's always about, you know, he knows that was great, right?
He knows his good footage, like
exactly.
It's like it kind of reminds me like a Sammy Fableman, like imagine the blocking for filming his parents they're getting divorced. Yeah. It's just like he has that instinct of like, okay, well, like in my mind, I know there's going to be entertaining content in a video.
Yeah, he's very aware. The only time I've ever seen him, like, you know, remain conscious and not react like that is in the first movie, and it's when he gets shot with the less lethal round from the shotgun. Mm-hmm. He's so scared to do it, and then he's just fucked up immediately, and he's like, I can't do anything. But he cracks jokes after that too, like, but they're like less enthusiastic, you know.
When they do the equivalent thing in Jackass #2 with him, Ryan Dunn and Bam with those like ballistic balls that they have outside of embassies.
Oh my god, the like almost like a Claymore type crowd dispersal.
And like they do the test one first, so them in the room, and like Dunn and Bam like fuck this.
Yeah, fuck like this. And he goes, "It's fine. You're gonna be fine.
It's just loud
out there." Yeah, it's just loud.
And then when they do it, like, you know, Bam is just weeping in pain. He's like, I'm a skateboarder. Why the fuck am I doing this? Like, it makes you, that complete, like, mind you, like, of course, like, you know, police brutality is one thing, but, like, oh, fuck, like, those, like, non-lethal rounds that they have to disperse protests and stuff like that, like, those fuck people up. Yeah, like, people lose eyes and, like, limbs and shit. Like,
people die from them.
Yeah. And like the fact they call him less lethal rather than non-lethal, like holy fuck!
Because they
just,
used
like,
to call them non-lethal, and then they killed people, and they're like, "Well, we can't call them that."
And
I wrote down the line Knoxville says after he gets shot with the beanbag, because I remember it was like, he does still crack a joke, but he's just not enthusiastic about it.
Yeah.
He says, "See how I blocked that beanbag? That's instinct. You can't teach that."
Yeah.
And it's like, that's so good. He's on it.
Yeah. And yeah, like he's like also like he's like, you know, he's the ringleader, but he's also willing to be the one that puts himself in the harm more than anyone else. Like he's willing to suck up a lot of pain for the sake of a joke.
Absolutely. He'll put himself in more danger than he'll ask anybody to. Right? Like he's like, I want to get in there with that bull. I want to be on that rocket. I want to do all this stuff. And I don't think he'll ask that of you. If people are down to do it, then he's like, go for it. But with the bulls, I mean, with the exception of like the teeter-totter, right, where he actually gets
every
like
time.
I know. It's also funny because he wants to stay in there way longer than everybody. Like it's done. He needs to get out, and he's still doing it.
Yeah. And I guarantee that's why Jackass's ending is because Johnny Knoxville cannot do this stuff anymore, and he does not want to ask others to do it if he cannot do it himself.
Yeah. And it's also like, those guys can't really do any of that stuff anymore. They're getting up there.
Yeah. But even with like a new cast, if Johnny Knoxville's just kind of the, you know, the guy leading him around to do shit like that, even stuff like stun guns, like
it just becomes like the Bam thing where it just feels cruel.
Yeah.
But it could be fun if they had him like as like a host. You know, like if they did it like a Johnny Knoxville's like Jackass circus, you know, and they get these young people and they set up like a game and Johnny Knoxville's hosting, and then you get like that could be fun still.
Yeah,
but
like
it does
the Beast games, but more humane.
Exactly. But if Knoxville had that attitude, I think it would still be enjoyable and he could get behind it. But I think you're right. I think he's not willing to ask people to do things he's not willing to do himself.
And like the concussions he's gotten are really scary too. Like, like it's in like I think it's the credits of Jackass #2 because they do the whole Buster Keaton's Steamboat Bill Jr. thing where they have the barn wall fall on him.
Yeah,
and they show it like work properly in the movie, but like in the end credits they show it when it fails, where he misses his mark and like the metal frame falls and hits him on the head. And his daughter was on set that day, and you hear him like asking like what the fuck are you doing, Dad? Like,
yeah.
And like that was that was like Jackass #2, so that's like 2006. And how many concussions did he had in Jackass since then? Like,
well, he got so many on the show. He got at least 2 in Jackass the movie. He got probably several on 2 and 3.
Yeah, there's one part of Jackass #2 where he's him and Ryan Dunn are riding the old timey bicycles.
Oh my, it's so good.
It's so funny. It's like, why the fuck would you design a bike like this?
Yeah.
Like,
why would anybody ride this? This is the stupidest thing.
And he like drives the bike into a snowbank and falls head first onto like the pavement.
Yeah.
And he of course makes the crack like, good thing my head broke my fall. Like,
yeah, my head broke my fall. Yeah.
Like, again, incredible comedic timing, but it's also just like, man, they're dying for our amusement, and I respect them so much for it because it's very entertaining. And the fact that the only that died was Ryan Dunn because he was drinking and driving, not because he was, doing a stunt in a movie.
Yeah, it's I've had this conversation with multiple people, and particularly with people at the Highland, which is I view Jackass as merely the evolution of the Buster Keaton thing, right?
Yep,
it's taken
100%.
it to the extreme. It's all the stuff, or the Three Stooges even, or, any of that stuff where it's slapstick comedy and stunts taken as far as they can go, but also in a way that's not like, because Jackass is more than you're just watching people get hurt, right? Like, it's way more than that. And that is a big part of it, but it is everything we've already mentioned. It is the friendship. It is the the evolution of them as people, but it all comes from that place of it's sort of a, not to get all like film school about Jackass, but it is sort of this interesting like reconception of slapstick that has a lot of merit to it beyond, you know, sticking stuff up your butt and kicking your friend in the nuts.
Well, the contrast is America's Funniest Home Videos, where that is just people just getting themselves hurt, but without any emotional connection to it whatsoever. And that just comes across as being cruel. It
feels cruel. It does. Yeah. I agree 100%. Sure, you have Tom Bergeron or Bob Saget, you know, talking nice over it, but it is still exactly that, where it doesn't. You don't feel good after watching America's Funniest Home Videos. I feel
nasty watching it. And like,
but I feel great after watching Jackass.
Yeah, I feel alive watching Jackass. But like, if you're watching a compilation of America's Funniest Home Video of like, here's people like trying to jump into the pool in the middle of the winter and is hitting their ass on ice. Like, here's a compilation of six happening 6 times. They're just doing that by mistake. They're not doing it to make each other laugh. In Jackass,
and it's always like kids and stuff too, where it's just like their parents film them and then put it on television for people to laugh at. You know,
it's exploitive, and I think the way like what Jackass is that like it's rarely exploitive.
It's consensual.
Yeah, and also like the fact that like just the nature of like how legal clearances work and such is that everyone whose face is not blurred got their signed a waiver after the fact that they're cool to be in the movie.
Yeah. Like, and most people, like, once, especially the things they do, like, I'm thinking about Jackass Forever, where, you know, Knoxville falls from or he's sitting on the airbag, and then Zach falls on it. Yep. You know, like, once you explain to those people, they think it's funny, right? And they're into it. So it is, you know, that there's good intentions. They're not setting out to like ruin people's days. They're setting out to kind of like surprise them, catch them off guard, and then let them laugh about it afterwards.
One of my favorite bits in any Jackass ever is in Jackass the movie when Dave England goes to the hardware store and takes a shit in the display toilet.
Yeah.
And, you know, of course it's going to ruin the owners that day. It's like an independent hardware store. It's not like a Home Depot or something like that. And like,
but even those are independently owned, you know, like it's still, that would still be
yeah, but like the fact that like, you know, I guarantee that the second he left the store that like they had lawyers running up to them like, hey, like we will pay whatever, you know, we'll do the deep cleaning of the store and everything, just sign it away just for a movie. Like,
same with the rental car thing. And that's how I know that they took care of the rental car thing, is because those people's faces weren't blurred out.
Exactly,
you know?
yeah. If those faces were blurred, that meant that like they basically just ruined people's day for like a laugh.
Yeah.
Whereas like, sure, they ruined people's days, but like eventually they were able to convince them like this is for a movie. It's kind of funny that you're in this movie, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
And what's also kind of crazy too is like, you know, think about a movie like Borat, and like when they get all the people to like you know, sign the likeness, like, you know, sign the waiver and stuff like that, and like, well, like Borat leads them to saying like throw the Jews down the well or something like that. Like, why the fuck would you sign that?
I know. I think with Borat it was a little different. I don't think, because some of the people, especially like think about the second Borat movie, right? Like some of those people definitely they did not get waivers from. But I also think because some of them were in like public settings and stuff, and that it falls under like fair game. Yeah. But like think about like the Giuliani stuff.
There's
right?
no way that rights away for that. Exactly. So, you know, I don't think they always get it, but I think the guys with Jackass care enough, and they don't want to be exploitative or cruel, you know. Well, the reason why they went to Japan for the first movie is because of they don't have to get the waivers for everyone just on the street for Japanese law. But like, you know, and some of it comes across a little bit, you know, racist and stuff. But like, they're not really kind of ruining people's days and stuff. Like, we made a traffic cone in front of an escalator. Very funny shit.
It's so funny, and I really like. There's like a group of like shirtless dudes doing like Tai Chi or something in the square. And then the second they come up, those guys just like take their helmet or like take their masks and start like they get into it. They're tossing Wee Man up in the air.
Yeah.
Like the Japanese people, like even when they go into what is it? It's like a convenience store and they all jump into the thing and knocking everything over.
Yeah.
But they pan over to like the customers and they're laughing and they're loving it.
Yeah.
And I think it's just they talked about it in 1.5 about
There
how
isn't a
welcoming
1.5. It's probably just special features.
or maybe it was in 2.5 when they were talking about when they were in Japan before.
Yeah, that sounds right. Because they talk a lot because they go to India and they talk about
and they were talking about how much fun it was because the Japanese are so welcoming and they think it's funny. And they're like, even the party boy stuff, you know. In America, Pontius probably would have got the shit kicked out of him. But in Japan, they're like, even the police officer is like, okay, come on, give me my hat back, you know. It's so I think the Japanese people and like the way they are as a culture, I think it's really fun and funny to engage with them in that way and see their reactions. So it comes off as like a great sequence in the movie.
Yeah, like I think like, but I also do think that the fact that beyond the first movie that like they have less civilian interactions overall. I think that's why I kind of like the other three Jackass movies more than the first one.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because my least favorite stuff is actually I would say my least favorite stuff is when they do the old people bits. Like it is funny, but I'm always like, okay, let's move past this and get to the other stuff because I like it more. Like Spike Jones doing the old lady with like her boobs out is funny.
Yeah.
Or Johnny Knoxville kissing his granddaughter.
Yeah.
You know, it is funny.
Yeah. And it works well in short bursts. Like that Bad Grandpa movie is not good. Like
yeah.
You just cannot attach a narrative to the kind of shit they're doing and make it work for a full feature.
No.
And Bad Grandpa 0.5, that's atrocious.
Yeah, I did not see that.
Skip it. It's a lot more Spike Jones as like the wife of the Bad Grandpa. So he's an old lady makeup there. But it clearly they shot a lot of it to be like flashbacks from the movie, and it just like, you know, Bad Grandpa kind of works because they have that great kid actor, and 0.5 does not have much of that at all. But yeah, overall, like I think that those Bad Grandpa bits work great in small chunks, but like like they're not my favorites of the lot. My favorite Jackass movie.
Go ahead.
My favorite Jackass movie is definitely the second movie.
Okay, mine's the third. Because to me, nothing has ever been funnier than the big hand. And he fell for the soup. He fell for the soup is the funniest thing anyone's ever said. Like that clip comes up on my feeds sometimes, and I will watch it like 100 times, and I'm dying. The way Bam hits the floor, like he's
Covered
standing to prone immediately. And then someone pointed out, I think I sent it to you.
You did,
where you can see his burrito fall in the garbage when it happens.
Yep. The kind of Looney Tunes like stuff when they do execute that, like it's perfection. Like I love when they have like in the hallway of the hotel room they have like the Valentine kind of thing on the wall, the love letter.
So, yeah.
And it's
get really close and read it. Get really close and read it.
The font gets smaller and smaller as it goes along to get closer, and then just like hydraulic, like boxing glove on your side.
The Ryan Dunn one of that is the fun because the second he gets hit, he's howling, laughing, rolling on the floor. Like and they all just can't stop because it's such the dumber the bit, the funnier it is.
Yeah,
the big hand, man. Like it's so simple, and it's guaranteed comedy.
Yeah.
Can you bring this tray of piping hot soup in to the Jackass set? Like it's like, day one, and they're like, "Hey, Aaron, we need you to bring a full tray of the hottest soup in the kitchen.
I would be doing no favors for anyone on that set ever if I was one of the crew there. Like,
Absolutely not.
yeah, no, oh, Aaron, do I be helpful? Like, absolutely not. Like, I'm gonna just stay away.
So funny.
But I think just the fact that, like, they are game to do these bits too, like, you know, like, I'm really curious, because in Jackass #2, that's where Chris Pontius drinks the horse semen. And
Yep, that's semen.
That's semen, all right.
Yeah, that's semen, all right.
And he said, like, he gets an out of doing a stunt later on during the filming. I wonder what stunt he got out of doing.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm trying to remember the stunts in 2, but
like, I feel like maybe, like, I'd be more willing to probably do something like that than I would, like, I don't know, like a paper cut thing or something. So I wonder, like, if you can kind of trade what you're willing to do.
Crazy. He has, like, a snake bite his dick and shit like that. So I don't know what is so crazy that Pontius won't do it.
Yeah. Like, well, the opening of 4 is like him, his penis is like kaiju, and it ends with his dick the head of his dick being bit by like a giant like snapping turtle. Like,
yeah, actually, you know what? What's another one of those, like, such a simple bit that has me in tears every time, and I think it's in the second one, is the snapping turtle on a stick.
Oh yeah,
it's so, because I'm like, he just comes out, it's a snapping turtle on a stick, and he just walks around getting it to bite people, and it's like, it's something only a madman can think of. Like, and just the image of a turtle taped to a stick that you're just getting to bite people in the back of the arm is so funny.
Yeah. The animal stuff in this movie is great too. Like, I love when every time they fuck with Bam because of his fear of snakes. Like,
yeah, the alligator tightrope in the first one. Is so good.
Yeah. The alligator in April's kitchen.
Yeah, they're trying to get her to swear.
Yeah, anytime they fuck with Bam's parents, it's so funny.
The fireworks to wake him up, and then he has the worst sleep, gets in his car, and they just set them off again.
Oh my god,
that's like the funnier part is when they go off and he goes, "How am I going to get to work?"
Yeah. Like,
it's also funny that his parents like still work, you know.
Yeah.
Like, Bam has a lot of money at that point, you know, and there's like, I picture his dad like I feel like they talk about what he does, like he's either like
he's a construction guy, right? A contractor or something, yeah.
Yeah, but I just see him going to work running like heavy machinery, but it's like he didn't sleep because Bam Margera was setting off fireworks in his place.
Well, if your son was Bam, like, that'd be an absolute nightmare.
It's funny. I think I don't like the bit, but I love the reaction, is when Bam just goes and like beats the shit out of Phil while he's taking a shit.
Yeah.
Like, that bit's so fucked up, you know, but Phil is just like, April, he's lost it. He's lost his mind. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I also love his parents for reaction shots too, like in Jackass 3 when they have the super glue. Like, again, very basic premise for like a kind of like a prank thing where everybody's like, please have some super glue. What fun can we have? So like they take like do a hair transplant from like Phil's like chest hair and give it to like Ryan Dunn's ass or something like that. Like,
and then when they tape Phil and Wee Man or they glue Phil and Wee Man together, and then it's like, who's got the stun gun, you know?
And Wee Man just like freaks the fuck out and like rips himself right off.
No. I like there's a bit where I think it's Knoxville goes, who has foreskin?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, I'm gonna keep quiet on this one.
Yeah, like those are the kind of things. It's such a simple thing, but like, you know, it's not expensive. You just have a thing of super glue, and you got like 6 minutes of comedy off of that. Like, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's very similar to like Dunn freezing his nuts to the ice sculpture.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's a very similar bit, but it's like it's funny every time.
Yeah. Well, the way that Jackass the movie ends is the big finale of that one is he puts a toy car into a condom and shoves it up his ass.
That Steve-O will not do.
Steve-O will not do it. Steve-O said that, like,
because his dad will be disappointed in him.
Yeah. And then, like, they just, like, apparently they had to go to 2 different x-ray places. The first x-ray place we went to got, like, no good reaction from the x-ray tech. But, like, the Spanish guy they got, and the way he reacts to, like seeing the x-ray.
Don't
like,
tell anybody. This guy knows that's too many already.
Yeah. Don't tell your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whoever.
Boyfriend. Yeah, exactly.
It's
so
like,
good.
It is so fun. I think that they do a great job closing out every single movie because, like, I think Terror Taxi in Part 2 is absolutely hilarious. Like, just they get Danger Aaron, they dress him up like a stereotypical, like, terrorist. This is, like, after 9/11.
Cover his face in pubes.
He doesn't know it's pubes.
There's crabs in it.
Yeah. And they get what's his face from like Broken Lizard and Super Troopers as the cab driver there.
Yeah.
And Aaron thinks he's, like, being kidnapped.
So good. And like, they go so far with that too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like about when they get Danger Aaron is it's never just one thing. It's like one thing after another. They just keep going. Like,
apparently, speaking of Terror Taxi, so in this audio commentary for that one, apparently Spike Jonze wanted to put squibs on Danger Aaron and have him, like, explode on him. But, like, Lee goes, like, no, you cannot have that happen without the actor's consent to have that.
Oh, so, like, he would, like, point the gun and then, like, Aaron would, like, see it, like, explode like he was shot. Like, he would think he actually got shot. That's so funny. I feel like Spike Jonze is the one, like, behind, like, who's like, how can we psychologically terrorize these people the most?
And the fact that
that's what he's there for.
Like, it's nice that, like, you know, if Danger Aaron didn't come back for Jackass 3 because he hated working in Jackass 2, like, that would be such a downer. That would kind of retroactively ruin the movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Or the fact that after Jackass Forever, he's doing another, they have him doing something else that looks fucking crazy. Mm. Where I'm like, I swear to God, when I won't tell you what it is, but when I watched that trailer, I was like, they just killed Danger Aaron. Like, they just killed that man. Like, he's dead.
I am so stoked. I'm stoked for it because it's more Jackass, but I hope they get the balance right. I hope it doesn't feel like it's just compilation. Like, I'm cool with compilation, but, like, I'm going to see it as big of a crowd as I possibly can because, like, I want the audience reaction so much to it more than anything else.
Yeah, I saw what they're doing for the, like, opening, because there was a thing where Knoxville was doing an interview, like, in a movie theater, or, like, in the hallway of a movie theater. You can see the movie playing in the background. So I saw what the opening was, and I'm excited because it's pretty funny.
That's great. Yeah, I hope the new stuff's great. Like, you know, whatever compilation stuff they have, I'm sure it'll be, like, some truly great things to do on the big screen. But, like, I hope it's something that, like, I can watch over and over again on, like, home video, like I do with all the other movies. Yeah,
I'm curious who, because they always have, like, celebrity guests, you know, and I'm curious who that is in this movie. I haven't heard who's in it, but
they can probably get someone big, like, if they wanted to.
Yeah, and I feel like they will. Because, I mean, like, in the last one, they had, like, Tyler, the Creator. They had,
Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly. They got Mike Judge in there. They got Eric Andre. You know, Eric Andre's kind of been a part of that family for a little bit, but to actually see him, and they get him too, right? So,
yeah, he gets blown up in a porta potty as well, just like everyone else.
Yeah, and when he's getting his coffee, he gets the big airbag hits him.
Yeah. But, like, I wonder also, like, some of the airbag sounds like, do they have an engineer putting things together? Like, they have, like, a mechanic on set to, like...
Oh, yeah. They have a Wile E. Coyote in there somewhere.
Yeah, oh my God.
Just
like,
setting traps.
That must be a fun job. Like, maybe you're not the ones part of the pranks, but you're the one helping them, like, reach their vision.
I like that the one airbag bit that gets Dave England, that he has no idea what happened. It's like he's he's walking up to like a gate or something.
Yeah.
And then it hits, and he's like, "What the fuck did you hit me with? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
I don't understand what happened."
Yeah. Like, he looks a little concussed after that part.
Yeah, he's so mad. And even Knoxville's like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
like, what did we do to him?"
Yeah. I would like. I love all the behind the scenes stuff they have for Jackass, because it's even more like, it feels like more Jackass because it is like them still doing pranks and stuff against one another. But like, I would love, like, to have interviews with the people who are like the carpenters on the set and stuff, who like build the frames for the people who like for Poo Cocktail Supreme, who like are attaching the porta potty to the the cranes,
like the people rigging the whole thing.
Yeah.
Or the person who carefully sets up couple gallon tank of horse semen.
Yeah.
What's that job like?
Yeah, like, is it the intern? Is it like,
Yeah.
I hope they're union and getting paid well, but like,
yeah. Is that a union job?
Yeah.
The horse semen wrangler.
But oh man, like, it's a franchise I have such fondness for, because like, I just find it absolutely hilarious, and like, you're right, where like they feel like your friends, all these the whole cast, and like, it'll be sad when they stop making them, but hopefully they still pop around and do things occasionally. But like,
yeah, I kind of hope they do like after this, like, go on tour with the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would like if they went to Toronto or something,
I'd go.
I would go. You and I would have to make a road trip or something to like the review, or that's probably where they would do it. You know?
Absolutely, yeah. As long as they promise I'm not doing fun antics while I'm driving or something.
Yeah, I've rigged your airbag to go off at the second you hit 100 kilometers an hour, your airbag will go off.
Yeah. But I do think it's funny that, like, the warning every time a Jackass movie starts off saying, like, the stunts are performed by professionals, like, don't do it at home. Like, when that hits, it's like, for me, it's just that, and then the Corona riff. It's like seeing Star Wars, like
I know, it's the crawl.
I feel just as excited. Like,
I know,
time.
it's like, because you're like, oh, maybe I'll throw on Jackass, right? It'll be fun. And then the second that hits, you're just like, yes, man, I'm hanging out with my buddies right now,
Yeah.
It's like visiting a friend you haven't seen in a while.
Mm-hmm.
You're stoked as soon as you see them, right?
Yeah. And also, like, the music is great in these movies, too. Like, they have great music selections. Probably helps that Spike Jonze is the music video guy. Like,
yeah. And all those guys are huge, like, music fans. Like, Knoxville's a big music guy. Mm-hmm. And I know they're all friends with a bunch of people in bands and stuff. But it's, like, a very interesting collection of music. Like, it's not the stuff you think they would listen to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a needle, there's like a country music needle drop in the first movie that's really good.
Yeah.
And it's like, where did you pull this out of,
And it fits the scene. I also love anytime they do dress up, like, it's funnier if you look like an old-timey guy riding a bike, if you have like the proper like top hat on.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, just those extra little touches are so funny. And
yeah,
like, I think that's like what separates them from, like, people are just doing random things on Instagram, similar things. Like, they're all showmen. They all have a sense of showmanship. Yeah. And yeah, like, I hope that this isn't truly the end of Jackass, like, forever. I hope they come back in some other ways. But I also, like, I'm going to check, knowing there's another Dude Sons movie out, I'm going to try and seek that movie out, because, like, I don't even know what they're saying. I just want to see what kind of stunts the Finnish guys are getting up to this time. Like,
yeah. No, I'll have to check those out.
I remember the movie being okay, the first Dude Sons movie. Like, nothing groundbreaking. The camaraderie is not there. It's not as good as Jackass, but, like, I laughed.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of all you can ask for with something like that, right? Because you're not going to have the same relationship you have to the films. Mm-hmm. But if it can make you laugh at least and entertain you, then, it's worth it.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I think we should probably start wrapping up. We've been talking for quite some time.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, there's more, actually technically more than 4 movies, but
Yeah.
there's what, 7?
Include the 0.5s. Yeah, plus 7 plus the 2 Bad Grandpas plus 3 seasons of a TV show plus some Shark Week specials,
other TV
plus some
shows,
other specials,
and a new one coming out. So yeah, we had a lot to cover.
Yeah, we covered a whole damn franchise.
Yeah, man. And it was fun because it's kind of like with movies like this and with shows like this is kind of just how you talk about them and how you talk about them with your friends.
Yeah.
You just kind of go like, remember this bit? Like, how funny is it when they do that? How funny is it when they make, Danger Aaron bring in the soup? How funny is that? It's hilarious.
It would have been funny if I did like a proper movie pod episode where it's like, all right, in the next scene, our hero Steve-O is snorting wasabi in a Japanese restaurant.
Yeah. Throwing up on the plate, and the Japanese guy the sushi chef is just watching.
Yeah. He does it with the other nostril too. Like, oh, disgusting.
Have you seen that social media thing with Rachel and Poopies where they're gonna do the wasabi snooters and Poopies doesn't do it, but Rachel does?
Oh,
no. He does like a fake out where, because they were going around doing some stuff to promote this new movie, and they're like, all right, we're at this restaurant, we're gonna do some wasabi snooters, and they go to do it, and like Rachel does a big one and Poopies just pretends to do it.
Oh no.
And yeah, I'll send you that. I'll send you that clip when we're
How pissed is she at that? Like,
she doesn't notice because she's just like in so much pain. Yeah.
All right. Well, anything you want to plug?
Yeah. I mean, when does this episode come out?
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. Okay, so
trivia.
If there's any, after trivia, but if there's any people in London or surrounding area who are listening, and I know you're a big fan of this movie, but on July 1st, Canada Day, we at the Highland are doing Nirvana the band, the show, the movie on 35mm with a lookalike contest. That should be a very fun day. I hope you can make it there, Brian.
I'm 100% going to be there. It's the same print that they're playing in Hamilton, right?
Yeah, it's the one that went to the review.
Yeah.
It's the one that like they had struck so it could play at the review.
Yeah,
it
has some fun things at the start of the movie that the typical movie does not have.
Nice, and we also have Rain is like the biggest Matt Johnson fan ever, so Rain has cut together a really funny pre-show for the movie, which is like, it's basically like a clips reel of like the TV show and their interviews and all this stuff surrounding it. It's going to be just a really fun day. I recommend, if people are coming out, come a little early, catch that pre-show. Rain worked really hard and it is hysterical.
I'm definitely going to be there for the pre-show. I'm so stoked.
Yeah. I'd also like to promote Outside the Frame, of course. We're on Radio Western here in London, 94.9 FM, every Tuesday at 6 o'clock. We do movie trivia once a month at Holy Diver, the bar here in London. We're also available on all the streaming platforms. If you can't listen live or you're out of town, you can catch it on Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. And, of course, my baby, Sick Flicks. We're on hiatus right now. We're in between seasons. We are right now starting talking again about season 2. We have actually most of the episodes planned out already for season 2.
Nice.
We have we might do, technically season 2 will start in September. It runs throughout the school year at Radio Western. Or at Western University, sorry. And what we're going to do is we're probably going to do an episode in August as like a, hey, we're back. That's a little bit different than our traditional stuff. I don't know if anyone... I know you listen to the show. I don't know how many people, what the crossover is between our shows, but if you enjoy the show, we're going to do something. This next season will be a little different, a little more exciting, and we have some really fun ideas for episodes I think people will be into.
I'm excited to see what you guys have cooking up. Stoked.
Yeah, you're going to... If we can... We have one that's like, it involves some stuff, and if we can pull it off, I think it's the best idea we've ever had. When we came up with it, we ran into you right after. I don't know if you remember. We were at Holy Diver. I just said, we have an episode for Sick Flicks that we are so excited about. We have not stopped being excited. We wanted to like jump in the studio and just do it already.
Yeah.
Because we're so excited about it, but we want to do it right. We want to get it right, and that will be our September episode.
I am so stoked to know what it is. I don't have any guesses what it could be. Like
nobody could guess what it is.
Yeah.
Because it's so specific, it's so crazy, and I think it's really funny of an idea. So I really hope people will check it out in September. Same deal, all the streaming platforms.
All right. So actually, speaking of sick flicks, so let's talk about what you think is the sickest scene in Jackass, as in sickest, as in cool, and the sickest scene as in most disgusting.
In just Jackass the movie, or in all the movies?
All of them, whole franchise.
Okay, well, for me, the sickest scene, as in the version that we do on our show, is still the soup thing for me, because it's a culmination of everything. They're playing pranks on each other, which is some of the best stuff. It's huge sight gags, which is hilarious. They have the one-liners. Everybody's laughing with each other. It is, like, to me, the apex of Jackass. It's everything I love about it in one bit. It's so funny. I can never stop watching that. I think the most, like, sick and twisted or sick and disgusting scene is probably... I'm going to say either the paper cuts or the porta potty slingshot. That's what is that one called? The
Poo Cocktail Supreme.
The Poo Cocktail Supreme, yes. That one is that's pretty disgusting. That's about as gross as it gets.
Yeah.
What about you?
Grossest is definitely the vomit with Dave England puking up for the meal.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
As in, like, actually the sickest scene. I truly love the probably the opening of like the first movie, where like they're in the shopping cart and everything, and just having all the things blow up around them.
It's good because it's where they first step it up to being like a bigger production, where they kind of put the money for that movie was in that scene. They got a giraffe in the streets, you know. It's like they're crossing over like the LA River, so they had to like shut down that area.
It's so cool.
It is. It's such a great way to start that movie. That's a great shout.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah. So people can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky, and Letterboxd at bwisher. You can also follow MoviePod on Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, and YouTube. I don't know what next week's episode is going to be yet. I have not plotted out my July yet. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But thank you again for joining me, Dalton. And until next week, for whatever episode it happens to be, take care.